Hi everyone, I'm Ali. Welcome to my review of K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's start off with the good, what I liked about the film. It's definitely a grower. When I first started the film, I honestly did not get the hype and thought it was another overhyped Netflix animated film. But as soon as Golden ended and we started with the lore, the demons, and exploring Rumi's backstory, I was completely bought in and engaged. The story is interesting enough, but it's the characters that really draw you in, specifically Jinu and Rumi, who are the main focus of the film. Their bandmates, at least Rumi's, get some material, but they are mostly used for comedic antics and support for Rumi, along with motivation for her wanting to hide and get rid of her scars. Gino was the most surprising part of the film for me. When I started the film, I had obviously seen the male band in the promotion art and all of the edits, but I thought they would just be the usual villains, like, the Dazzlings with one note personalities. I was wrong on both fronts, as Gino is incredibly interesting and the others lack all personality. However, they are really pretty to look at, which brings me to the visual aspect of the film. The big draw for me, honestly. The animation is beautiful in most scenes. There are some scenes where I didn't like how it looked, but those never lasted too long. The character designs are really fun and colorful, which all add to the overall enjoyment of the film. Even characters that have zero personality, like Gino's bandmates, have great design. Another thing I liked was the music, which is a surprise since a lot of recent musical films haven't really been hitting it for me. There would be one or two songs I like, but rarely do I like most of the soundtrack. And Wicked doesn't count, the songs have existed for a decade now. They're not new. From How It's Done to Golden to Takedown and Your Idol, I was captivated. My experience was definitely influenced by my personal taste in music. I love pop music and I'm a casual K-pop fan, and if this film was able to replicate that sound, then I would have enjoyed it no matter what. But they exceeded my expectations. Like, these songs will be going on my walking playlist. My favorites were Takedown and Your Idol. Okay, now let's get to the bummer corner, aka the stuff I didn't like. The humor just wasn't for me, honestly. The food jokes and the excessive expressive faces did not land, at least for me. They just came off as, and I know this word has lost all meaning and it's overused to the moon and back, but cringe. Like, genuine cringe. I was contemplating turning it off. And no, it's not cuz I'm not the target audience. Cuz my brother is younger and he felt even worse than me about it. I know I said the characters are like the primary factor for the success of the film, and that's still true. They are extremely marketable. I mean, just go on TikTok and you would see like hundreds of edits. But other than Gino and Rumi, the rest aren't really given much to do. Specifically, the two ladies on the poster. They're mainly used for the gags, which I already said I don't like. So then there's not much left for me to really care about them. There's like crumbs here and there for who they are and what they're going through, but they don't really explore that. They just tell us about each of their traumas and then they just say it outright that like the group is the reason that they overcame them. We don't really see any of that. And don't even get me started on the other Saja boys. Again, personality void background characters basically. But they look pretty. I also felt the script could have used another draft. I mean, not many questions got answered, like who is Rumi's father, how did Rumi's mom die, and also the villain is definitely of the generic animated bad guy breed. I mean, I guess this is what you guys were asking for, right? When you were like, we're done with the twist villains. We don't need any more family trauma. Let's bring the evil for evil's sake guys back. Is this what you wanted? He doesn't even get like a song. It's a musical. The Saja Boys get the songs and their songs are great, but they're not really like the villains. They're more so minions. So I was kind of hoping that he would have a design at the end that the girls could fight instead of just being like fire basically. I mean, he doesn't even have a physical form. We get none of his motivation, and then he just dies at the end. I just feel the film could have benefited with workshopping some of the story elements and characters and putting it alongside Rumi's story. However, the biggest disappointment for me was how carelessly they killed all those demons at the end. I mean, the whole film is about how demons aren't these evil things, but just desperate people put into impossible scenarios and trying to survive, and how they don't even want to do all this, but they're just forced by Guima. But no, the girls at the end just kill the boys, and the guy we have been rooting for the whole film just dies, which I would have been fine with, because I do like an emotional death, if they were able to convert two of the demon boys. Maybe show that some demons aren't bad, but others are down with Guima. My vote would have been for Abby, obvious reasons, and Baby, just because I find it funny that his whole character is just a critique on the K-pop stans who infantilize these grown adult men. And it would have been nice to see how he actually is without the whole baby thing. But this does get me excited for the future, as all these problems can be solved in a sequel, and maybe even a threequel. They've left so much material on the table, it is literally begging to be explored further. So Netflix, you better greenlight it. And if the hype around it is to be trusted, then I think it's guaranteed. I myself have a lot of things I hope to see from a sequel, but I think that's a video for another day. So yeah, comment down below what you liked about the film, if you even liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you on the next one. Bye!